Hello and welcome here to day 3 of playoffs. It's going to be Damwalkia versus Mad Lions, LCK champions versus LEC champions. Mad Lions going through quite the gauntlet the other day here at a 4-way tie of Group D with Genji, Team Liquid, and LNG. Mad Lions survived the gauntlet, win their tiebreakers. Did not win it against LNG, so they got this less than favorable matchup against the current world champions. We have got some good hope for them. Mad Lions, a very clutch team, a very almost happy to get behind in gold and XP, and then just find just such creative ways to get back on and kind of carrying the mantle of the previous European Korean killers that were the G2 2020 roster and 2021 roster. Right now, bands coming through here, kind of setting staples here against Showmaker and Damwalkia the whole time is going to be that Twisted Fate here. It's become the most prioritized pick in the entire tournament, next to like the Yumi, which is kind of half and half on whether or not that is an incredibly choking character or not. And all right, big surprise here because it's not his best champion, and it's probably gonna be questionable here. Karzi was Aphelios is probably one of the least favorable, if not the worst, Aphelios in the tournament. He has not been able to perform on this champion all too well. Elio, I think, to get that Grace for Armament, which has just taken that away from Khan. It's been one of Khan's favorite picks. But our Mad Lion's going to be able to actually play through, and his cards are going to be able to actually play with his Aphelios to the max ability that we've seen from players like Viper, from, at least FBI over in the LCS, because and Gumi Yushi over at T1, because there comes a certain point where like Aphelios can kind of stand and just put out incredible damage in such a short time. He sometimes ends up feeling like a burst AD carry. Fast tracking it, Ghost gets the Misfortune, stock and standard. Showmaker, though, in reply to the situation, is going to pick up the Syndra, which can be a very big punish against the immobile AD carry that is the Aphelios. So not too upset about that pick. It's been not highly prioritized because of all the global picks that usually were available, but this is pretty acceptable. Human are going to pick up his Orianna, stock standard. We saw that yesterday, Cryan picking that one up, not to a lot of success. I don't think they won that game, but pretty standard stable here. Orianna always makes an appearance at Worlds, and so this is no great surprise to anyone. So right now, let's start thinking about what we're going to have for bans here. Affiliate, so AD carry, top lane, and mid lane secured. So trying to actually, maybe even trying to further secure Armut's time in the top lane against Khan, because Khan has really just turned on this tournament. He's become way more than a Scion one trick that he was for most of the season back in LCK. Khan has become kind of like, as I said, just a major revival compared to what we had seen and what had felt him to be such an underwhelming piece. Like Damwalkia being #1 in LCK wasn't the biggest deal for everyone, just on account of Khan was just, big thick boy with an axe. Support bands coming through on DK side, so not too worried about top lane for Khan. Well, let's just see what DK can do if they can actually maintain their route back towards defending the championship, because I'm kind of with I was watching FaceCheck, and LS actually brought up that he believes that defending your championship is a lot harder than just winning the championship, and I kind of find that to be very true. It's very rare. It just has never happened since that the days of SKT, when Faker basically got 3 world championships in a row. That just doesn't, I think 2 to 3 in a row. What was it? But yeah, it's basically, long story short, we've seen this kind of with FPX, that it's really hard to make it back to Worlds, let alone get all the way back to the World Finals to defend your championship. So DK with a very tall order in terms of how history looks down on those who have won previous Worlds and then being able to make it back. They have done fantastic work, kind of taken top of their group. And now, what can they actually pull through here? I like that. So we're about to have the Rakan brought in. This has been a good #2 pick for engage supports, because they've gotten rid of the Thresh. So, and Rakan was a very good sort of peel engage support to pair with an Aphelios, just because of the shielding and the Guardian rune, to really kind of help him out, and even just for the Battle Dance and the Charm to get to put the pressure off of the Aphelios. And it looks like Khan's going to take the Gwen. We saw this yesterday as well on Zhao Hu. Did not work out all too well, and we haven't seen Khan's Gwen. I don't think he's played that all too much in this tournament, let alone all year. So this should be a very interesting matchup topside. Armut, though, just trying to play, like, suppress, and I think Khan's perfectly happy to, like, index into a much more muted top lane, which... Oh, I think we're actually going to have a flip around here. So, all right. So, Mad Lions playing clever games. Armut's going to get the Gnar. Elyoya picks the Graves, actually. So, this could be a Graves in the jungle. Well, this could be very interesting here. I have suspected it earlier on, but this could be interesting. We saw the Graves in jungle on Bwipo, like, day one, or for one of the first, like, day or two for groups. Didn't work out. Did have a lot of very interesting pathing and runarounds. I think it was against Hanwha Life, and sadly did not go well for them. So let's see what Elyoya can pull out with this one. I think finishing off at what was the support for Kaiser? He had the Leona, so good engaged support on Kaiser. He is kind of like a sword art, where his best time is on engaged supports here. It's not clear that you would even want to have an enchanter going into this. It'd be very good to have like a Lulu to, you know, keep the Aphelios alive, to put out that damage, to you know, whimsy the Gwen when she tries to come in and dive the back line and, you know, chunk them out. So a lot of good opportunities here, or even just a whimsy actually. Yeah, the Lee Sin when he's trying to go in and make a play, get a insect off or something like that. So we're kind of rounded out here. Both teams kind of pretty eased up, or pretty evened out, I would say. I think Mad Lions will end up having the team fight advantage, particularly with the Aphelios and just that late game scaling. Like, we get to 30 plus minutes, and Mad Lions should be able to just walk forward and kill all of Damwon Kia. But a lot of agency, a lot of kind of point and click and blow people up opportunities here. The bullet time across what is mostly a very squishy roster on the side of Mad Lions. Like, Elyoya might be able to get some gold enough for it within his armor from his quick draw. Kaiser might be in a little bit of trouble here. Small invade might be looking to get just some information out. And Khan looking for some early skip and slash damage trades, but sad face indeed. Okay. So yeah, but back to how this goes. Like, DK kind of really just wants to index and like probably like a 1-3-1. Just to get Khan, if they can, like, DK can basically play towards Khan's side of the map, get him ahead, to where like Armuj ends up becoming a non-factor on this Gnar, especially like because as mini Gnar, he has ability to get turned into taxidermy with the Scissors of Gwen is quite high. And Gwen has plenty of mobility once she starts getting some higher levels into, I believe it's her Eve or skip and slash. She should be plenty able to run him down in the longer lane, especially if once they get that tier 1 turret taken down. But for right now, stats, a lot of them are really in favor of Damwon Kia going into this one. Gold difference, 2.9k over. Like, Damwon Kia, like, number 1 over in... I don't even realize what FT is. First turret. So they've gotten the first turret in, I think, every one of their matches. Well, Mad Lions have been like number 12, so this is actually pretty sad. Like, Mad Lions early game does not look good. Their first 50 minutes is very questionable, very weak, and Humanoid is getting bullied out here by Showmaker. He's got one more potion. He's gonna have to use it. So Showmaker botting Humanoid. Humanoid's just trying to get these first 2 waves. But Damwon Kia are just putting the hurt here on Mad Lions right now. Kaiser trying to get control of this brush. And they're going to see Elyoya is nearby. And that's going to be... This is getting really bad here. Like, all waves are pushing in the favor of Damwon Kia right now. Humanoid's down to 200 health. He is out of pots. He's going to have to use his teleport to get back once he, like, clears this next wave. A little bit of a trade out here from Karzi and Kaiser. This is about the only stable lane right now. And the thing is, like, the setup for ganks is very limited here. And Showmaker just using this, like... Yeah, he's done 2 Qs and a Scatter of the Week, so his level 3 is actually hitting a lot harder once he gets that Q proc. And then just shoves the ball out into into Humanoid. So Humanoid's going to be on some major hurt. He needs to back off. He needs to be able to actually go re-up his health. And I don't even feel like did he take Inspiration Tree? I think he did. So he's still a ways away from like, he hasn't even, I think he's used all of his biscuits so far. Big teleport in here. Humanoid already brought down to half. And Canyon looking for the trouble. Looking for him. And they're going to back off. Showmaker's out of mana, so there's not much to really be done here. Mad Lion's making the play over to actually make sure the Scuttle Crab is secured for Elyoya. And that's a good start there.
Very strong performance early on.
Absolutely, and it gets pretty tough here for Arma when he had to actually base. He couldn't even afford any potions, so if he does take any bad trades, he's not going to really have a way to recover from that. But thankfully for him, Khan did take a tower shot, and will things out a little bit.
Good identities there from Azael. Because right now, Mad Lions are really on the back foot in a lot of ways. Tier is going to be built up for Humanoid. It's not going to really help him too much in these trades with Showmaker, Armut, as was pointed out by Azael, lacking in any good sustain options like any pots. Just really back to get a longsword, and that was it. He's trying to keep up, I guess, with the damage output while his double Dorans on the side. Oh, and here comes Human is going to flash out. And that's going to be a victory there for Canyon and Showmaker. Khan right now trying to dance around Elyoya's pathing, and Armut trying to not bait himself too far into this play. No one's really moving for it, so Khan's just wasting a lot of Elyoya's time right now. That's going to mean that Kane's going to be able to steal these chickens. So free plays. Free plays, just positioning yourself just right might actually get you a certain amount of gold. Here's going to be the engage on to Misfortune here, but Karzi is going to get low as well. Ghost trading back in. Kaiser still wants it. The teleport's going to come in. It's going to be Showmaker arriving. He's got Karzi with a good heal dodge. But it's not going to last long enough here. Karzi gets the kill on the barrel. Way to actually like secure that piece. And I think they might be able to get a second kill. Nope, one each. So kill for Ghost, kill for Showmaker. A lot of good gold there. And Armut, I think you're being in trouble. He's going to jump away. And this game, this first game of this best of 5 here between Mad Lions and Damwon is starting out really rough here. No prio in the lanes really, except for maybe bot lane. Elyoya is not really going to be able to do much other than just farm. Like, he might be able to be of use in some skirmishes, but at this point, Canyon's just avoiding him and is happy to just try to keep up in the farm trade and just look for sort of counter plays either. Oh boy, this need to work. Oh, flash out from Armut. He dodges it just in time. And this is getting scary. So it's Flash gone topside, Flash gone, like, Flash has gone everywhere. It's only Elyoya and Kaiser with flashes available. It's going to be a jump over. They're going to try to get on. Shockwave's going to go over. And now here comes Elyoya. Big damage coming out here. Showmaker trying to dodge. And Weave's going to walk through the smoke. Stun's going to come out, but can they actually get it? They secure it. Kaiser and Elyoya juggling that turret aggro perfectly. And that is a fantastic start to this. Kill goes over to Humanoid, which should be plenty of respite for the 10 CS deficit he has incurred from that very dominant start to the laning phase from Showmaker. And Mad Lions fighting back here, not allowing Damwon to just have their way.
One of the things that has really made Kaiser shine as a support in the LEC and here at Worlds is his ability to get out of the lane, to roam around, to influence the rest of the map. He actually spent less than 30% of his time in the group stage with his AD carry in the first 15 minutes. It was the lowest duo proximity of all supports. Beryl was close, 37%, but that 7 percentage point difference can mean all the difference in fights like this.
Certainly can, and it paid off this time around for Mad. But
yeah, pretty sure Medic was just highlighting the bot lane proximity for Kaiser, and it's very low. It's very low. He goes elsewhere for fun and troubles.
And you know that when it comes to Damwon, when it comes to these early objectives, they have a lot of prior on it as well. With the leverage they have.
Oh yeah, we're about to have a 2-on-2 here. Oh yeah, might need to get himself out here. Quick draw over the wall.
Jumped across the wall as well, but as you see, Damwon gained control of the vision in that topside river. Kaiser working his way up here from the
Yep, Herald priority here, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on the Rift, but Damwon here are wise to this. Seeing the vision getting cleared by Kaiser lets them know that there's going to be a little bit more reinforcements up and available, and Barrel was behind Kaiser on that one. And now, oh boy, they've left Carzzy down below here, but this is actually, we're about to get procced for a fight here. Observer's kind of letting us know there's an option.
I saw the same bullet time that you did. I was expecting it. Like, are they gonna do it? Yeah. But instead, they're just gonna use it as a warning shot. For now, Damwon will leverage their numbers advantage to secure themselves the Herald. And
Oh, I think even right now, they're trying to find someone here. But no play comes of it. Barrel and Ghost dodge that. And it's going to give Canyon and Damwon the Herald. But this just means that they actually need to really index on a bot side player. They need to get either kills here or at least push Barrel and Ghost off this wave here. Elio is perfectly free to just go all in, and that's going to be a huge burn. But sorry, Barrel too healthy. Those pots being chugged will be enough to keep him up and alive.
But Kaiser did end up missing his E. I don't know what direction he was throwing that, but I don't think he was smoke screened.
It was a warning shot, you know, just like mid lane.
But yeah, I think that Mad actually missed a big opportunity there to get themselves a kill. And the thing is now that while they committed to that, they won't actually be able to secure the Drake, or at least it's a little more risky, because they don't actually have information on Canyon. With Khan's TP also coming up, it becomes a much more dangerous objective, and Ghost can just be a pain because thanks to that ward.
Part of my concern here is just Khan is having such a good time, it feels like, in the top lane, you know, already up about 2 waves there on this scaling pick. He's just on tabbies, right? When you actually get up towards Riftmaker, Gwen becomes like a whole new champion. This is like a Pokemon, you hit the next evolution, and it gets really, really hard, I think, for the Gnar towards those later stages to answer.
Yeah, I think that one of the big scaling advantages that Damwon does have is, like, we talked about the range earlier on, but who matches Khan on a side lane, right? Like, sure, you can send Khan off to hold the wave, but at no point will you really be able to stop Khan from doing Gwen things and generating so much pressure that no one can really answer.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is where Mad Lions like kind of leave Armut to his own devices to try to at least prevent Khan from getting too far ahead in his lane. And it really just ends up being like, can Mad Lions find the right fight and time it right enough, or even beat the clock of Khan just pushing down sideways to secure big fights and big objectives. Because like Mad Lions have the pieces. They've got Humanoid on Orianna, who, as we know, becomes a monster in the later game. The Shockwave and the Bulb movement can really just turn an entire fight. Kaiser with the engage they basically pick a fight when they want it, and Elioy is just there as extra bonus damage with the high sustain and pretty bruisery profile. And Carzzy is on one of the best hyperscaling AD carries we have in the game right now. 3 items, and Aphelios just will shred through this team. They just got to actually get there.
Really good for a whole team. It's just him.
Khan has been very impressive, and he continues that impressive performance here in this game. I suppose that if you're looking at it from the Mad Lions perspective, the fact that they've stayed relatively even this far into the early game is already a big improvement. Contrast what we saw during their group stages, where this is where they've often been punished, trying to force a lot of plays, where the execution has often been punished. Damwon have found lane advantages, but that's only resulted in a 400 gold lead for now.
I think it's a good point, and we know how good Mad can be in the team fight. And they definitely have those kind of X factors that can change a game for the 5v5. The Mega Gnar, the Shockwave, the engage from Kaiser can flip a game on its head. So, you know, Matt not in a bad position here.
I think we're about to have an engage here. Armit's going to be a little bit of trouble here, but that's all the needlework being used up by Khan. I think he's just asserting his dominance, but that does put Armut in kill range here. I don't even think Khan would need to wait for his next ultimate. Herald's getting dropped mid. Carzzy kind of getting caught out here. He's going to get bullet timed up, and that's going to be a dead man. Solar Flare comes out from Kaiser, but it's not enough. And I think he's about to be a target as well. Yeah, Barrel and Ghost. Great catch there out on to Carzzy. Good wall up from Armut. Staying within the thing, but I don't think that... Yeah, the boulder hasn't hit Khan yet. So that trade ends up being in Khan's favor.
This is almost back to like how the first round robin was, where it was all just playing around gold leads, playing around lanes. The dragons were getting almost completely ignored. And it is interesting to see kind of a return to that, because in the second round robin, it was all about stacking those early dragons.
Good spotting here.
There's just no hesitation here. Barrel straight on in to Carzzy.
Just very clean execution there, and a really big punish from the Damwon bot lane. A much much needed advantage, because now you can see that all of a sudden that very early, or that goal difference that was non-existent has now very quickly accelerated in favor of Dalmor.
And one of the scary things is Carsey now flashed down. That was not the flash used from Barrel, so the potential of Canyon getting down there, of Barrel utilizing his flash to pick him off in the next fight, does get that much higher.
The thing there for Kazi is you kind of have to flash as soon as you see the quickness. You can't really react to
That's going to be a connection. I think they're going to be looking for it. It's going to quick draw out of it, but he's going to kick him back into the river here, and I think Elio is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Smoke screen over. He's going to flash over, trying to get to it. But Carzy, I think you're about to be in trouble yourself there. Canyon's going to be on top of him. Blastcone helping him attach, but there's going to be the R out, and there's just not enough return damage, not enough sustain, and Carzy's just all alone here, and Kaiser can't save him.
Not even able to trade back there on Canyon. It wasn't even his flash, it was just multiple ward hops, it looked like, closing the gap, and is he able to get that ward hop kick in on Yelioya?
And it was Beryl that was one of the players that received a lot of criticism for Damwon throughout the year.
Yeah, Barrel's been a liability, in all honesty, for Damwon Kia for most of the year, actually. It was very rare. It was actually its own marvelous thing back in MSI, for those that actually watch like the whole international situation. It was its own miracle that he was playing so well disciplined and wasn't going for these ridiculous plays or getting caught out all the time. Like, that's what's been so surprising for Damwon Kia coming in and being in this tournament. Khan's playing things that aren't tanks, and Beryl isn't inting his brains out, basically. It was kind of an expectation. Like, the great weakness of Damwon Kia was their bot lane. It was Ghost and Beryl. Ghost is not like an incredibly high caliber AD carry. He services well enough, but Beryl, on the other hand, it was not uncommon to find him just in the most ridiculous positions or going for these ridiculous engages that just had no chance of working. And this is just the break. This is just the replay of the last fight here. Elioya getting kicked out and back into the river. They chase down, find themselves a Carzy. The blast cone just putting, kind of putting Canyon, bridging the gap, if you will, to Carzy, and the rest is history.
Apparently that's his name, at Vincent. The fan prediction was proof that the fans are overdosing on hopium. I will say, guys, as a medical professional, can't overdose on hopium, just makes you very sleepy. I know I'm going to be having a nap after this series.
Well, I think the EU fans are going to need a lot more hopium after this early game, because right now, Damwon, we've already talked about...
And Canyon already, second Herald going over to them. 3K gold lead for Damwon Kia right now, 60 minutes into the game. This is pretty rough start here for Mad Lions game 1. 3,000, not insurmountable. There is still a chance. They are getting their cross-map game going. Looks like Kai's is going to be mirroring Humanoid right now. And Elio is not far behind. So second Herald goes over. Kind of a question of where it's going to go. Looks like it's going to go top side. And I think Elio should start helping out getting some damage on these turrets, because right now they are about to lose both of their top two. So it looks like Elio is backed off to join with Kaiser to defend it. Humanoid's going to be able to at least get this single trade off, but they want to try to limit how much Damwon Kia get out of this single Herald. They don't want them to get this second inhib turret, because that would be a further and very sizable swing in gold in their favor. But there's not much to really be done here. The engage is going to come in from Beryl. It's going to be a huge knock-up, and the pull time's going to finish off Elioya. Kaiser forced to flash out, and there's not much else to be done here. Decent damage traded back from Carzy, but he is just too far away from where he needs to be. He's got his Mythic. He's, in a way, technically ahead, like on time and within the right curve of the game for his power spikes and for his gold income. But Damwon Kia just are forcing the issue left and right here. And they actually leave Humanoid bot side, so this actually keeps... This keeps the gold close. This is very good here. The Humanoid just stayed bot. Did not have the teleport, so might as well stick around and be of use elsewhere. And keeps the gold close. Keeps Mad Lions' hopes alive in this game.
Little piece of hopeful news is that Humanoid got so much gold on the bot side. He got both of those towers, but here it is again. Carzy not there just yet. Barrel going in. Again, prediction on that.
And Humanoid, I think you've actually found yourself in a rough spot here. Gets the 2 turrets, but he might actually die for it. Flash away from the ultimate, and Canyon secures that kill. 2-0-1 on the Lee Sin, and Canyon's doing quite good here. Armut trying to find a plan with the Showmaker. It's not really going to work out too well. I think he might have spotted Kaiser, but Showmaker's going to read the situation, put out the ward, and make his way out and away from danger from the dive of Mad Lions. Beryl, though, is peeking over here as well. Looks like Elioya and Kaiser taking a while to get out of here.
I'm gonna be honest though, the gold lead's not as bad as
Meanwhile, Khan and Canyon
Stomp right now.
about to probably clear Mad Lions spot tier 2.
But Matt have done a pretty good job of trading back. Humanoid is closing in on a second item. You always have that slim hope of looking for that big team fight. If you can find the multi-man Shockwave, if you can find the multi-man Meganar. But the thing is, Matt is going to have to find that.
All right,
window, I think,
no,
pretty soon.
not too many great disperse. I was just starting to look at like the CS numbers here. 20 CS lead for Ghost, 20 CS lead for Khan, and minor CS lead for Humanoid and Elioya in mid and jungle.
Really no escaping her in a second.
So everyone's kind of keeping decent pace on their, at least their CS numbers. It just ends up being like the 7 kills over to Damwon Kia is probably the biggest turning point, and the 2 tower lead. And now comes second Drake. Kane's going to get that one started. Armut, yep, we're going to continue the cross-map plays because Mad Lions have a better chance in delaying this game, getting more items, getting Armut tankier, getting more damage options on Karzi, and I think Armut is going to be gone here. He's going to be able to proc the Hyper. He's going to flash out and away, trying to buy some time here. Humanoid has arrived here, but I think he was taking tower shots on arrival. He's going to shield himself. Solar Flare to block any more advances. Humanoid trying to bait them further into this because Elioya has arrived. But I think Ghost might have a full option here. He's going to find Elioya. It's going to put over a lot of damage, and the concussive blast from Elioya is going to get him away. But off screen somewhere, Karzi got caught out, probably in rotation by Showmaker, and got blown up. Yep, I think Showmaker looked at that tier 2 mid tower and decided just to take Karzi's life. So big smiles on Humanoid, still big smiles over on Mad Lions. They're still in this, but Damwon Kia though super clean in this game here. They're gonna take this Baron on spawn basically because they are pretty much flying ahead here. 5k gold lead, 2 kills on the top laner, the jungler, 3 on the mid laner, 1 on the AD carry, and even 1 for Beryl. The Beryl on this engage has actually been quite succinct, quite well timed, and quite very much on the same page here. Karzi, that's a step forward here, and you are going down, my friend. Yeah, he needed to be elsewhere. He needs support from his team if he's gonna really kill anything. Honestly.
I knew that as soon as I saw some of the teammates I was getting. It's still not a fair fight here.
Damwon, though, continuing to be dominant. 20-1 in their last 21 games. Obviously going 6-0 in the group stage here. Last time they lost a series was all the way back in July, and that seems to be continuing as they are currently 6,000 ahead of.
Ghost might be in a bit of trouble, and another missed shockwave from Humanoid, and that's gonna be a turn and burn. Ghost, low health, he got chunked out here by most of that, but here comes the chase, and Humanoid, I think you're gonna be in a little bit of trouble here. Nothing to really save him from this one. It's gonna be a 3rd kill for Canyon, and it's time to keep running, but unfortunately, Kaiser, you're gonna be met by this Gwen, who decided to teleport on over to make this play happen, and that's gonna be another kill grabbed for Khan. 3-0-0. And this game just keeps getting worse and worse for Mad Lions here. Damwon Kia, though, this is pretty much in the bag for him. Decent cross-map plays continually from Mad Lions, but it's probably going to be for not. And Karzi, is he going to get out of this? Oh, I think he might be in a little bit of trouble here. Nope, Gwen's not going to chase him. Okay, I got concerned there for a second. And an inhib turret as well, like not able to back off fast enough, not able to push them off. There's not much for Kaiser or Elioya to do. Humanoid just got back, and they might even get themselves with this Baron, the inhib. Khan's gonna get the other mid laner. Mid lane thing. Karzi in a very weird position here right now, trying to play wave clear while Khan's there, free and able to jump on your face. Oh, there's going to be a huge walk-in, huge blow up here. Humanoid's not even allowed to play the game today. Can't land his shockwaves. Can't really get much else done. He's going to be like, he's like these 5 deaths now in this game. Kaiser on the tail end of this retreat here. Beryl just sitting there waiting for everyone to arrive underneath the tower because he's going to lock them up. Huge scatter of the week by Showmaker, and that's just going to force Mad Lions back. All of them like at half health right now. That's going to be the 7th turret for Damwon Kia, and these super minions are going to start. Well, not yet. They did not get the inhib. I got ahead of myself there. But the defenses for Mad Lions are dropping. This inhib's going to go down here, and that will start a whole new proc of super minion pressure. And if they get the second one here, it's going to be a lockdown for Mad Lions. It will be a house arrest, if you will. Do not leave. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not go down to the gas station for a snack. It's not allowed.
This sort of situation, Darmon Kia continuing their dominance from the group stage. Now 8,000 gold ahead. Baron has expired. A minute on the Ocean.
Mad Lions, moment of respite. Baron buff has expired.
So let's have a look in this action.
What goes on? Yep, this is where Canyon and Bracon, they just, yeah, they find, they charm, they knock up, and that will be a dead humanoid. Meanwhile, Sulfur just misses Ghost, just an inch away, a pixel away for Elioya, for Kaiser. Because the damage is here, the damage is up and available. Like, it's much more that Damwon Kia are ahead than Mad Lions behind at least the regular clock. Which is a weird thing to say. That might actually be entirely nonsense, honestly, coming from me. But 2 items on the side of Carzzy right now. He's yet to start getting pieces for his 3rd item for his Infinity Edge. 3 items complete on the side of Ghost. He's gone the lethality build. I do love this. I don't even know if like anyone approves of it. Like, you know, speaking of LS, but I love it because the slow from the Seraph's Seraldo's Grudge, the lethality, the extra movement speed, it all just kind of permits Misfortune to, you know, Pak Yomu's get right where she wants to be, to where her ultimate's going to hit across a bunch of people, and then she's built the lethality on top of each other, so any squishies that get stopped by this, anyone that doesn't have any, like anything beyond the steel caps, they're going to get melted by this lethality build, Misfortune, just on her spellcast, just on her ultimate.
Yes, you can try and clear these out, but the supers are pretty tanky. Shirelli is popped by Beryl, though, I believe. Still has the quickness, doesn't have the flash for about half its cooldown.
Slow and steady here for Damwon, trying to make sure
All right, Damwon about to start closing this one out here. It's going to be one last inhib up and available. They don't even need the Baron for it at this point here. 9,000 gold lead in their favor. It's a wallet smack of a situation. And Shockwave's going to miss again. And this is going to be the bullet time across here. Elio is going to use the Concussive Blast to buy some space here, but the charm from Beryl is going to be plenty. Gwen goes down here. Still 5 Mad Lions standing taller. The inhib turret goes down, but I think Damwon Kia might have overstepped just a bit. And Mad Lions will have a chance here to collect this gold and start to at least bridge this gold gap for at least 30 seconds, I guess. Ocean Drake is up. Baron's going to be up in 30 seconds, like I said. So, maybe a mild delay on the end of this game. Maybe a mild delay on this Nexus getting blown up here. Good stun there onto Kaiser, but the bullet time just comes a little bit too late. And Elioya is just able to actually get good heals. Shutdown gold goes over to Gnar, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Yeah. That really means that, like, they just have to turtle. They can't leave their base all too much here. 2 of those waves coming in is going to be more than enough to take out those Nexus turrets without without concern, without problem. So someone has to stay. They have to do everything they can to shove these waves. Meanwhile, and that's on the far side of the map here. It's on the bot side of the map here. That gives Damwon Kia full rights and full ability to go on over and start taking this Baron here. And there's nothing Mad Lions are really gonna be able to do about it. There's too much fog to check.
No wasting time with Damwon. They know that this is a best of 5. They know they've got another game to get through, and they want to get straight to business. So
yep, Damwon Kia not playing coy with any of this. They've actually peeked that here. Kaiser and Armut trying to play sneaky here, but it's going to cost Kaiser's life here. Canyon looking for the connection, but he's going to miss it. Armut's able to survive as well. Well done on Ghost side. Just actually check that bush here and just have the presence of mind of cheese is about all that Mad Lions can pull out to try to actually secure this, because getting some of that shutdown gold, getting players off the map would do well for Mad Lions to slow down Damwon Kia. But Damwon Kia, unconcerned with that. They check their bushes, and now they are just funneling in here. 3 inhibs down, Baron buffs. We get 2 minutes for them to finish this game, basically, with Baron buff. Cars is going to do his best, you know, PvE right now to just clear these waves at him and Humanoid. But it feels like it's going to be an eventuality here. DK, I think they need to start syncing up these super minion waves right now. Clear out this bot and hit back up. They need to get rid of that. And the mid one. So a little more time needed to be burned to at least get these inhibs down here. Khan working on the spot side one, and Mad Lions, they've just got to look for the engage here. Gnar is up and available. Okay, it's going to be brought low here, but I think it's going to be an isolated Humanoid. He's going to go down here. Humanoid having a very rough game today, and Kai's gonna get jumped on. Elioy is gone. Karzi's been dead. Armin's probably gonna end up alone on the fountain with his support as they watch their Nexus get destroyed here. Damwon Kia take game 1 of the best of 5 here between Mad Lions and Damwon Kia at Worlds 2021.